We're live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? April Marie here from aprilmarietucker.com, and I've got the Bluesman, Frank Marino,
So,
here with me today. Really excited. Thank you so much, Frank, for coming on with me today. I really admire your work and everything that really you provide for this industry because, I mean, your course, I was on with Mark not too long ago doing the same type of interviews type style of hangout. I mean, your guys' courses help so many people. Like, the leaders board in MLSP, it's just packed with people from your course, and really it's such a huge accomplishment. I don't know if you even realize how huge that is, and how many people you've really helped and lives that you've changed just with your training and your course. So really a huge privilege having you on today, and thank you so
yeah,
much.
thanks for the awesome, kind words. Yeah, it's pretty crazy to see a bunch of people taking action with the course, and yeah, it's nuts. It's awesome. So, thanks for the awesome words.
Awesome.
Cool.
I remember you way back in the day when we were first kind of getting started, and I remember seeing your blog, and we were in the top bloggers contest. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, that's how we. I think that's how we first met, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. And I was just like, that guy's got it going on. Like, you're just so creative and talented. And I knew it right from the moment I met you because, just checking out your stuff, I'd go over there and I'd even like get your ideas and stuff like that. But it's so crazy because you were so new. I remember you were like, yeah, I just got started. Like, my cousin or somebody introduced you to the industry.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? Like, you look like you'd been doing this forever.
That's
I don't think I ever told you that. So,
cool.
Frank, I kind of got to hang you by the toes. This is how this works, the
Yeah.
interviewing, anyways. So I would love for you to just share your story, just a little bit of your background, in this industry and things like that with our audience here today. So if you could just share just a little bit, brief history. Doesn't have to be too long.
Yeah, it's really simple actually. 2000 it was about 2011, beginning of 2011. I was introduced to the network marketing industry uh, by my younger brother. It's funny because I never heard of network marketing before. So if he would have came up to me and said, "Hey, Amway, network marketing," I would have thought it had to do with maybe a computer or something. Right? Network marketing, network, I don't know, right? So I didn't understand any of that stuff. So he introduced me to this plan, right? And I seen it and I was like, "Wow. This is it. This is exactly what I need to do to to be free, to finally be free." But so I joined up, and I actually lost my second job. That's the crazy thing. I lost my second job like within a couple of weeks. Not because of the company, not because I joined the company, it's because it's just because of the economy. I lost my second job, and that's when I needed to make something happen. So I was really trying to rock this business. I was driving the gas station, shopping malls, hitting all my family and friends up, and I found out really fast that just my family, friends, and chasing people around is just not going to work. Until it was one day I got arrested. I actually got arrested. So because the company I was in, it was a juice company, and it looked like bottles of wine. Yeah. So they actually, no, it really did, and it's actually juice. And they actually thought like I was selling like bottles of wine, like without a permit, like 'cause alcohol and stuff like that. So they actually arrested me right away. Like someone called the cops, they arrested me because it did look like wine. They're like, "You can't be doing this. What's going on?" I'm like, "It's juice. It's juice. What are you doing?" And I didn't get like anything on my record because I realized, oh, it's only juice, right? And they're like, "What are you doing? You shouldn't be doing this stuff, this pyramid scheme stuff. It ain't gonna work anyway." And I was like, after like really pushing as hard as I can. I mean, I was crazy. I drove 6 hours to do home meeting. Like I really wanted to make this work because I had this dream. I really wanted to take it, just to be free. I seen it. I believed in the industry. I seen people making money with it, and I was like, why can't I? I'm gonna push. I'm doing everything. Nothing was working. And that's that night I said, you know what? I'm done. Like I can't do this. I really can't do this anymore. And that's when I looked online and I found, a system. Am I allowed to say the system name?
Yes, you are.
Yes. Because I know, yeah, so My Lead System Pro. Found My Lead System Pro, all right? And it taught me exactly what I needed to do. Instead of chasing people, I'm learning how to market my business using the power of the internet, right? And you didn't have to be tech savvy because I was. I didn't even have a Facebook fan page or nothing, right? So I didn't even know what like a fan page was or even a blog was. So, I just followed the directions, took action. I did struggle for a while in the system, but then I got focused, and that's what made the difference. Like once I got really focused on like really one strategy, because a lot of people are all over the place trying to, like, they'll come in and they're like, oh, I want to blog, I want to do, Facebook, Twitter, and they get all overwhelmed. Like a lot of people right now, they're probably like, I'm really overwhelmed. That's because you're just all over the place. And I say this, it's like, if you want to learn how to play an instrument, right? If you want to go out and play guitar, you're not going to go out, and it's the same concept. I mean, it just makes sense. Like, you're not going to go out and buy a saxophone, a piano, a
Hmm.
bass, drums. You're going to pick a guitar and learn it and master it. You're actually going to probably pick one style of playing, like classical or maybe pop or blues, jazz, and really try to master that. Then you can move on to other things. See, that's where a lot of people, they try to do everything at once. And we all live busy lives. We don't have the time and day to do everything at once and learn it and really focus on it. It's impossible, especially just nowadays. It's crazy, So I took massive action. I focused, and then within a couple of months, I just went from zero to hero, like that kind of story. But I worked my ass off. So,
Yeah. And you?
but I'm sorry. I don't want. I just gotta mention. I did meet up. It was because of an event, but it was an online event. It wasn't a physical event. It was an online event that I met my business partner, Mark Harbert, of which you talked about earlier, and that's where we got together like a mastermind and really focused together, and we actually have the same kind of statistics. I mean, it's crazy. We're competitors in a way, and we compete, but we were together as a team, kind of, yeah. And we have both the same like lead flow and the same amount of money we were making out of it. It was crazy. It's because we really got focused. We did it together, and it was because of that event. I got to meet Mark and really connect with him and build a relationship with Mark, and it's became best friends. I actually hate the guy sometimes. I mean, it's crazy. It's like we're married. We're married to the hips, man. It's crazy. So, but it was because of that event. I want to mention that because it's very important that you network with people, that you go out and you try to connect with them, and you never know what's going to happen. So, just want to
Right.
mention that.
And Napoleon Hill says one of the most important successors you can have is a mastermind partner.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody that you can, mastermind with on a consistent basis, like every day, if possible. So that's, I bet, a huge part of your success, is your guys' friendship and your mastermind partnership.
Yeah, I couldn't have, I mean, I would have did it without him, but it would have took a lot longer,
Yeah.
because I know I had to focus myself, but it's like you have someone to kick yourself in the ass with. And for those of you that are watching this, it's kind of want well, I don't have a mastermind partner. Well, there's no excuse. I mean, just go on any of the groups. If you're not in Miley System Pro, go join it. I mean, we don't even want to talk about that. I mean, if you're not using it, you should. And the community is huge, and there's so many people out there that you can connect with. And there's also events that you could go to and connect with people. So, I mean, you'll find a mastermind partner. That's just an excuse if you say you can't have one, you can't find one. So.
Right. And I'm sure Mark would kick you in the butt if you said, I don't feel like going to work today. And he'd be like, you
Yeah, I
do
mean,
this.
it happened like a week ago. I'm like, dude, I'm getting pissed. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
It's like it happens all the time. I'm not, you cut me, I bleed. It's not like, you know what I mean? So I always tell people it's like a roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but it's like a game. It's like you just can't get off.
Right.
Your business is gonna go like this, but I'm having fun. I'm sitting here. I'm actually in my pajamas now. I got home, was in traffic. I'm sorry about the late interview I had here. I was supposed to
No, that's
show.
okay.
We were supposed to show up at what time? It was like an
Yeah.
hour ago.
That's okay.
Right?
I could have slept a little longer. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I mean, when I got home, I was like, all right, let me put on my pajamas because I can't get comfortable. I mean, I'm in my pajamas. I mean, I do this every day. It's like, it's crazy. So.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you. I love it. I love what we do, but you're right. It's like a roller coaster. It's like you've got your ups and your downs, and actually being an entrepreneur is like one of the hardest things. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, it's the hardest. Yeah, it's the hardest thing, but it's a big payoff. So you just can't quit.
Yep. Yep. I've been listening to a lot of Brian Tracy lately, and he said even because we're in the sales industry, like it or not, we are. That's how we make our living, sales. We're commission-based people, And he was saying that about a third of the people that come into the sales industry in general in their first year quit.
That's crazy.
That's just in their first year. We're not even talking about, because I mean within the first 5 years, I mean that just like 98%, right?
Yeah.
So that's just the first year. So yeah, what we do is it's difficult. That's how we make our living, and that's why it is important, like you were saying, to have a mastermind partner, to have somebody that can, be there for you, somebody that you can even vent on sometimes, but also,
Exactly.
yeah, because I have that too. My fiance, me and him both do this. I've been very
Yeah.
fortunate the same way, the same exact
No,
way.
that's awesome that you guys could do that together. A lot of people, they don't have that because maybe their husband or wife, they work full time. I mean, you can still do it. I mean, you can definitely still do it. I think that's great. And it's funny. My wife now, she's like doing videos, so she's like,
Are.
you've
She's
seen that, and
yeah,
it's like it's great if you could really bring. And she doesn't know nothing about like I'll tell her about like marketing and stuff. She's a teacher, she's in her little world and she loves it. She loves teaching. But she's seeing like how powerful this is. Like you could actually just be yourself and build a business. It's crazy. But again, for those of you that are watching this and you're kind of like confused, like, well, how are they doing it? I mean, maybe you're watching April's video right now, and you're like, well, how's she doing this? How's she doing all this online stuff? Well, we learned this through a system called My Lead System Pro. So I know a lot of people get confused. What is that? Just check it out. There's a 14-day trial. There's different trials you could do with it. Pick your own trial and mess with it because that is where you need to start, like really taking your business online. Because if you're not taking your business online, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna fail. Like I don't care what anyone says, you have to get your business online in some shape or form, and it's just that's where everyone's headed. I mean, I read a statistic, and this is crazy, that I don't have it with me. I can't think of the number right now in my head, but I think it's over 50% of senior citizens are now online. That's crazy. And I think like 98% from 18 to 25 are online, are using the internet. 98%, and that's the U.S. Okay,
yeah,
so that's crazy. So if you're not, I mean, think about it. If you're not using the internet, don't get scared about it. Don't get like, oh my God, the internet is hard. It's websites. You don't need it. Nowadays, it's not like that. It's copy paste kind of things. I'm not saying it's easy, like you push a button, but you don't have to build all this stuff. And I just want to let you guys know that you're watching this. Is like, go ahead and take your trial with My Lead System Pro, and then you'll see what it's all about. Okay, so I don't want to talk about that anymore. I just want to let you guys know because a lot of people get confused. They're like, well, what are they doing? What's a capture page? What are they talking about? It's like that's what we're talking about. So
no,
cool.
I think that's really good that you brought that up because I have
Yeah.
another question for you. So, because a lot of people, what they do is they come into this industry, and like I was just saying, I mean, they quit. They quit within even in their first week sometimes. So I know that most of the time the reason why they quit is because they just kind of like when I want to go eat healthy or something, I fill my food with a bunch of lettuce and stuff, and then it just sits there and rots. It just made me feel good to buy all that stuff,
Yeah.
So I think sometimes that's what it is, because I do it too.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I mean, and it's great
like
that you brought.
forward, yay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but no one takes action. Yeah,
Right.
Like, they get all ready and they sharpen their pencils, right? And I mean, it
Right.
happens to all of us. I do that too. Like, I'm trying to lose weight and like I'm just making up excuses. Like, I got this big event, right, coming up,
Yeah, me
and
too.
I'm trying to lose some weight, and I'll make excuses like, yes, I went to McDonald's. Like, it's so bad. Like, I was juicing and stuff. I did it, and then like I just can't stick with it, right?
Yeah.
It's just the same thing.
I tried it too. You inspired me to do that, and then I swear I did it. I made it 9 days, and I stopped, and I put on 10 pounds. Because I'm like, I quit smoking too. Like it was like you said, you quit smoking. I'm like, yeah, I just quit smoking too. It's crazy.
I quit. You just stay? Have you stuck with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm smoke
Over
free
6
for
months now.
6 months now. It's crazy. I feel so much better. For those of you that smoking, you could do it. Because you know what helped me was the juicing. Like seriously, like I juiced and like I didn't want a cigarette. I wanted to eat. That was my craving. I wanted to eat. So I wasn't like craving the cigarette, right? So I was craving food, like a steak or something. And then like after a week of juicing, it was like I didn't want a cigarette anymore. It was it. I mean, maybe it was the juicing. I don't know what it was.
I actually did the e-cigarette. That helped me a lot.
Oh, that helped you?
Oh yeah.
I tried the
e-cigarette. I just pretended. It was the fixation. I had to get over that fixation. For me, it was more habit, fixation. It wasn't even like the craving. I didn't feel nicotine withdrawal a lot, but I just felt more like I needed something.
Oh, you needed something. Yeah. I actually started drinking a lot more coffee though, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I drink coffee too, but I stopped drinking coffee to quit smoking so that I would not want it so bad because I would always want it when I drink coffee. So I had to quit for a little bit and then go back to it.
That's what happens. Yeah, like the
first
coffee.
2 months I was a wreck.
We should just name this video like "How to Quit Smoking."
Yeah, we'll have to do a hangout on that. Actually, we'll do a hangout on that. Get everybody. We're gonna help you quit smoking. Yeah, but so back to my question, I wanted to
Yeah.
ask you because we're both like I'm the same as you. I swear we are so alike.
Yeah.
I get all over the place.
Yeah.
What would you tell a new person coming into My Lead System Pro, like if they really wanted to gun it, like in the first 90 days, totally completely transform their business? What would you tell them to do coming into My Lead System Pro?
Well, the first thing you got to understand is that you need leads. Like that, like don't worry about your main business right now. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I need to get signups. Number one is you got to get the mindset right. Like that's what's going to help you. And it's like everyone wants to make it happen like right away. And if that's good. You said in like 90 days, right? Like don't like expect results like within 2 weeks because like it's not going to happen. You got to first understand how Miley system works. So once you get in the system, they have an amazing little startup process where it orientates you on what's how does the system work, how do you use it. But then once you get started, is you got to figure out, like I said, one strategy, one marketing strategy. It's like pick that one instrument you want to learn. That's the most. That's like the most important. Like don't even worry about your business right now. Don't worry about anything else. Put that like on side for a second. You need leads first. So that's the only thing you focus on is 90 days is focusing on one strategy and implementing it every day, and I guarantee you if you do that, you will see results. Now, will you be, making 5 figures within the next like 2 months? I don't know, maybe. Who knows? Just that depends. You got to really, focus and take action on one strategy. Now, there's plenty of different strategies you could pick, like Facebook marketing, Twitter, YouTube, video marketing, blogging, all that kind of stuff. You could figure out which one you like the best, and that's what's cool. And then you just gun with it, like you said. Just really take focus, consistent action, not like a day and you did 6 hours of it. And you're like, well, I did 6 hours of really sat there the whole day and did all this stuff, and I don't see any results. It's not gonna happen. I mean, it's like losing weight. You know what I mean? It doesn't work. Yeah, it's like I did 6 hours. I wrote like 10 blog posts in one day, and I didn't get anything from it, man. I didn't get any leads. Well, that doesn't work like that. You gotta be consistent. You don't have to do like 10 hours a day. I mean, the more you do, the better it always will be. But if you do an hour, 2 hours a day, and you're just consistent every day, I do that on a 90-day like binge. Just go crazy in a 90 days, but stay focused. You're gonna see some results. You're gonna see results, and it's gonna change your life. And then that's when you're gonna understand. Wow, I just got to keep on doing what I'm doing, and get more focused. And that's how you got to do it. That's like the number one problem everyone has. Like they'll get in, they're like, I posted 5 links on my Facebook page and didn't work. I didn't get any leads. It's like, dude,
I hear it all the time. It's
dude, if
horrible.
that was that easy, I think the half of the world,
doing it.
yeah, would be, yeah.
We would take the opportunity out of it if it was that easy, because everybody would be doing it and there would be no opportunity.
Believe me, I wouldn't be doing videos. Yeah, okay. Exactly. So.
I'm right there with you. So that's the same. Like I hear this all the time, And then also another thing that I always hear is, I just don't have the time, or I got all these things going on. Life's busy. Life's complicated.
Yeah. Well, you're not the only one. You know what I mean? Everyone has busy lives, and I understand everyone's got different problems, and that's totally understand that. But it's like, well, how bad do you want it? I mean, then quit. Go back to living your busy life. And are you gonna have a shitty life? No, you're not. You got a great life, but you've picked this industry for a reason. Like that's what I tell people. It's like, yeah, you could stop right now and go back to what you were doing before. 9-to-5 job or chasing friends and family or whatever that may be. You could stop doing it all right now and go back. Are you gonna have a shitty life? Probably not. You're gonna have a great life, but you picked this industry, or you picked to do this for a reason, because you have a dream, and basically you're just if you quit, you're giving up on yourself, not anyone else but yourself. So those excuses where I don't have time, it just makes you feel better, because you're just saying I don't have time. I mean, when I say, hey, you know what, I want to go work out, I don't have time today, I'll do it on Monday, right? What that does is you actually feel better at that moment. So it's like, yeah, okay, I'll do it on Monday, right? I'll do it on Monday, and you start feeling better. But it's just an excuse. And we all do that, and you just got to get rid of those excuses. It's ridiculous, because you're only sabotaging your own success, not someone else's.
Yep. Jeffrey, my partner, always says, now is never a good time, but it's the only time. And that's so true. It is. We're not promised tomorrow. Awesome. We're not promised an hour. You know what I mean? But we only have right now. So I think that's a really, really good thing to keep in back of people's minds
Yeah,
that
it's
you are
amazing.
feeling like that or you're feeling like quitting. Because I remember for myself, I was cocktail waitressing and I did have a shitty life. So
Yeah,
you're sitting there, and I'm like, yeah, I had a shitty life, and I probably, like, if I didn't find this industry, would have been picking up garbage when I was 50. Who knows,
yeah,
right? So I didn't have a good life, and who knows where I would be right now without finding this industry. So for me, it was make it or break it. But sometimes I look at people and I say, okay, well, what was the difference? Because I've been doing this for over 3 years now, and it isn't always easy. Even now, even
yeah,
now, sometimes I'm like, okay, well, I hope I can stay successful. Sometimes I'm just like
yeah,
that because these things creep in back my mind. But what keeps me going is that, right? What I just told you. I mean,
yeah,
a shitty life. That's where I would be, a shitty life. I'd
yeah,
be cocktailing until I couldn't anymore, and then maybe working at the casino picking up garbage. Who knows,
yeah.
So it wasn't a pretty picture for me. So I mean, if you're really like in that position right now, I think, hold on to that, establish your why. For me, it was my children because they didn't see me on New Year's, they didn't see me anytime, they didn't see me Christmas, they didn't have their mom. Like I worked all the time. So for me that was
Man, there's
establishing
plenty of people out there that in that situation right now, and it's like, yeah, like I said, you could quit, go back to that, stay doing that, but you could change it. You got to change it. Any kind of change is going to be tough, but
that.
look, it's not that hard. I mean, it's a lot easier than to do this than learn a new language. And I live in Germany at the moment, so and German, I had to learn it. I could speak it. Guys, this stuff's easier.
All right.
This stuff is easier. Like it's not hard. You just got to be. It's the mundane task that you got to do. Look, it happens. It happens. Like you get in, you get confused. You just keep on at it, and you got and reach out, ask for help, and you're gonna rock it. So
Absolutely. And I think for the new people too, especially new, old, I don't know, just anybody that wants to be successful, I think live events are just a huge, huge, huge factor in success. Like I said, I've been listening to a lot of Brian Tracy, and he says that, if you want to be $1 million earner, if you want really to be in the top 1% of your field, you need to attend at least 4 events, 4 live events. That means industry events in your
mm,
industry a year, right? And he says that those that do that earn 1,000% more. So for you, you said that you met Mark at a live event. So obviously that just changed everything for you.
nah, that changed. I mean, it was an online live event. I'd have to put it that. But what this is what was the game changer is our first major event. Like we're here is actually a crazy story. Is when I met Mark. We met online. It was an event that we were part of, right? Now it's nothing like a live event, like when you go into like a real live event. You really can't really you can't compare the two. But it was an event, and I met Mark, and we that's when we started Mastermind. But look, we started rocking and rolling, and we started generating a lot of leads, and I don't want to tell the whole story because it's long, but we really started rocking it. And the first time we met, we were already making 5 figures a month. But it was like the first time we met at the event, like that was crazy emotional. It was like I met this dude, like it felt like he was my brother, and it was the first time I'm seeing him in flesh, like crazy, like right up close to me. It was nuts, right? And we went to the event. After the event, like within like 3 or 4 weeks, we met so many JVs that we partnered up with. It literally changed our income like overnight. Now, why am I saying that? Is because there was just certain tweaks that we like. There were certain things we were like we thought we were doing like hey, we're making a lot of money. For me, it was I was making a lot of money because like I was broke. So for me, if I was making an extra even 3 grand a month, that was like whoa, I'm rich, right? So just a couple of tweaks that we didn't like. You can't really. You got to have someone look at your stuff, or you just like you talk to somebody. It's just you can't put it in words. But that simple tweak that this one guy showed us, literally like changed everything. Like, so why are you doing this? You should be doing this, and that was it. It's not necessarily just like going to the event and getting all that awesome information, because really in the end, there's so much information coming at you. You're just like, wow, it's like crazy, and you're writing this down. So when you get home, that's when you're like, okay, I want all of the information. But it's the people you meet and the connections you make at the events. That is where the magic happens. Like that is where like shit is born. Like, it's crazy. And simple tweaks, simple things that you go and you tell somebody, like, hey, I'm doing this. Like, hey, you should be doing this. Or let me take a look what you're doing. Okay, you should be doing this. Boom. And then it really just, like, overnight your business explodes. Like something that you would have never thought of that you got from somebody because you're live with them, right? Because it's there in person.
Right,
You know,
it's real.
it's not like, hey, Skype and hey, 1 minute, and then, you know, people don't have time. It's just like, bam, it's real. It's like, hey, this is what you're doing. Hey, and they're showing it to you, and it's like, I really can't describe it in words. So you come back with this motivation. It's a couple of things. It's one, it's the mindset you have coming back. It's like you're just rocked and you're motivated for like 3 months straight, like. And those 3 months can literally change your life because you're motivated. You want to take action.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? You come back like sometimes you need that, and that's great what he says. It's like it makes sense 4 times a year, right? Because look, you lose motivation, you know, especially online, or even if you're doing it offline, you lose the motivation. You know, why do people go to church? Like, I don't want to get religiously here, like, you know, getting the religious side, but church, I mean, in my personal opinion, you don't need church to pray, right? But why do people go to church? Because it's community, because they feel and they get motivated. They feel they have that, they feel like they're part of something, right? Like clubs. If you go to a regular club, like, I'm not talking about dance clubs, just like, let's say, you know, you're a metal detector. You do metal detecting, and you go to metal detecting clubs once a week. You're meeting up with other metal detectorists, right? Same thing. It's not because you really need that to go metal detecting. No, you do it on your own, but you're part of something, so you get motivated to do something. And I mean, it's crazy. And live events is just that on steroids. It's like nuts. So it's really hard to put it in words, like why you should go. It's a couple of things. Motivation. You're motivated to rock for the next 3 months, so it gives you the, you know, the kick in the ass to really go and take action. The things that you're going to learn there, the people you're going to meet, and the magic that's going to happen that I can't tell you. It's like magic. It's crazy. So
yeah, you got to show up to find out.
You got to show up.
So we got 7 days to live the dream, and that is the next live event. That is actually an event that I never miss. It's a very critical event, I believe, to people's success. We have that coming up. What do you say to people? I mean, we have 7 days left. If they're kind of still on the fence about it, I mean.
Oh man, I mean, why? Look, I mean, here's the deal. Look, some of you might not be able to make it because of, you know, travel. It's just too long. Maybe you don't have enough money. You have enough money to buy the ticket, but you don't have enough money to, you know, travel. Maybe you're from the East Coast and you got to travel because it is on the West Coast. Look, there's so many bonuses right now. I want to mention now that like, even if you bought just a general admission ticket, like the bonuses you get for it, just buying the ticket, is worth like crazy amount. So if you can't make it to the event, grab a ticket so you get all the bonuses just for that, right? And then there's different leaders. I mean, you guys, you're offering amazing bonuses. My License Pro has their own bonuses if you get the tickets. That's crazy. I mean, the amount of training you get just by getting the ticket itself, not just even going to the event. That's one. And then the second thing is, look, just do something once in your life, and if you haven't done it already, do it now and go crazy. Just take that jump. Buy the ticket. Take a plane ticket, get a Greyhound ticket, hitchhike. Okay, I don't want to say hitchhike, but get to the event. Do something crazy. You're gonna love it. It's going to change your life. Like, it's going to change your life for the next 3 months to six months. Like, and I promise you. You get there, take this jump. Just go do it. If you're on the fence thinking about it, just do it. You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose. I promise you.
You have everything to gain.
And if you're watching this video and you get to the event, I'll hook you up with a testimonial, okay? So you can get up with me and I'll give you a testimonial, even if I don't know you, but I'll give you a testimonial, all right? No, seriously, on a side note, it's just like, just take that jump. Just do it. Like, if you're on the fence, if you don't want to get the ticket and you can't like literally like get there because of some, you know, kids, or you can't find babysitter or whatever that you really would love to buy the ticket, so at least you get like all the bonuses. Okay, because that's crazy. The bonuses are nuts. That's number one. Number two is, if you're on the fence and you're like, I don't know, just do it. Just go. Just like jump over. Just do it.
Right. Just make up your mind. That's all it really takes. It takes just making up your mind and then steps forward to get there.
Yeah. Look, and here's the thing, and I always tell people this. It's like, and you know, some people might be gonna get angry. It's like, look, if you're not gonna invest in your business, like, you got to quit like right now.
Right.
Like you seriously have to quit this and go back to what you're doing because like if you're not gonna invest, you're like, oh, it's because of the money. It's like, dude, give me a break. Like I don't have the money. Yes, you do. Figure out how you get the money. Borrow it. Sell something. I mean, seriously, I'm gonna be really hard because I did that stuff. And look where I'm at now. I'm in my pajamas in my home office, chilling, right? And if I could do this stuff, you could do this stuff. If April could do this stuff, you could do this stuff. I mean, we're not smart by any means. Sorry, April. But we're
We're
not.
smart. What are you talking
We're
about?
so stupid. No, we're
No.
not. We're not smart. We just take action.
Right.
Some I'm smart, but no, I'm joking.
We
We're
just don't
both.
quit. We just
Yeah,
don't.
we just don't quit.
We're
We
not
just don't
quitters.
quit. We're not quitters.
I used to say that when people would be like, "You need to quit smoking." I'd say, "I'm not a quitter,"
I'm not a quitter.
but I am a quitter. I did quit that.
Yeah.
It wasn't good for me.
Yeah, I mean, all joking aside, guys, like really, like the money's not the issue. You could sell something, get there, and don't tell me like, oh, you don't know what's. Look, I was in a bad situation. I had like 30 cents in my pocket. I got arrested. It was so bad. Like, yes, there's probably people that were worse off than me. Of course, there's always somebody. But look, there's no excuses. Like, if you're not going to invest in your business and you think that the events are not, it doesn't do anything. Have you ever gone to an event? And if you haven't, then you should shut up and just go. Like seriously, I'm just being really honest with you. And it's not here to pick on you if you're watching this. I'm not picking on you. I'm just saying this is what you need. And Randy Gage says it. Don't take advice from broke people, right? Like, and I never did. Like I never and went up to somebody and said, well, how do I make money? How do I build this business? To someone that's not making it. That's not even doing anything. So like I'm not gonna go and take advice from broke people. Follow us. We're making money. We know how to build this business. I'm not a millionaire yet, but I'm pretty. I went from.
You're on your way.
I'm on my way. I'm there. And it's like, follow the advice. We're not just telling you to go to the event for shits and giggles. I know. You know what I'm saying? Get there. It's going to change your life. All right.
Right, exactly. I can't wait to see everybody's. I mean, so many lives will be transformed. It's not even going to be funny at Live to Dream.
It's gonna be crazy. So I
That,
can't wait to see everybody.
yeah, that to me is priceless. Like, it's just so priceless. Even me being there to even watch people's lives being changed, it's priceless.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's gonna be a fun time. I appreciate you, Frank. You're so
Yeah.
awesome.
You rock. I get really passionate about these things, and I try to talk truth. I don't try to like fake the bullshit thing, but it's
Yeah,
like,
me
dude,
neither.
just get to the damn event. And stop being stop thinking about it. Just get there. You're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun, and I'll buy you a drink. Maybe.
No, they're gonna buy us drinks. I already got this lesson from Diane Hockman. They buy us drinks.
Okay.
She said, "Oh no, you don't buy them. They buy you drinks.
All right.
We give them the nuggets." And
I'll buy you a drink.
No.
I'll buy you a drink. You only
So
get
when
water.
when
You
you
only
buy
get
me a
water.
drink, no,
You
you
only
buy
get-
me.
Yeah. No, I'll buy everyone a drink, but it's only gonna be water. Water's
Okay,
free.
good.
At the events they have the water.
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
water jugs.
yeah,
free.
yeah. It's gonna be
No.
fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a blast.
Just get there, guys. We're gonna have an awesome time.
Yeah.
And yeah, awesome.
Most
Cool beans.
definitely. And also, like, if you have already gotten your ticket, I am going to highly urge you to upgrade to VIP so that you can drink with us.
Yeah.
So that you can hang out with us, because the VIP dinners, the speaker dinners, you'll be able to get to that. I mean, that's where the magic happens. My first event wasn't a VIP, and I was so bummed that I wasn't. Luckily, I did have somebody sneak me in, so I got a little taste, and I'm telling you, it's worth it. It is so worth it. If you have not upgraded your ticket, it's the meeting after the meeting.
Yeah,
that is truly.
yeah, like the event itself is great, and the people you're gonna meet is great, but it's like then the event's like, oh, like that day's over, and you're like, oh, I want more, I want to hang out more, and then it's like, well, they're all ready to go party, right? And chill and eat and drink for free. Well, not for free. I mean, you pay for the VIP ticket, but like it's for what you get. It's crazy, and it's like, damn, you want more, but you have to go back to your hotel room and hang out there.
Yeah.
While everyone else is partying, because you can't get in because it's a VIP.
Right.
But definitely, definitely. First of all, if you only have enough money to get to the event, get there. It's going to be amazing. Amazing transformation for your business and yourself. And I recommend going up and going into VIP so you could hang with the big dogs, right? Because that's when you really can like get there, like, hey, and one-on-one, you know, because there's not many people there, right? In the VIP, it's always going to be a little less. So.
Right. Yeah, that too. But listen, guys, also, I just want to keep in mind, this is where you get the photo ops. This is where you can take
Yeah.
pictures with the leaders. And these are the things that make you money. I have pictures from Live the Dream too that I'm still making money with. You know, the videos, the footage that you get at the VIP dinners and things like that, those are really, I mean, those can make you money for a long time if you know how to market them correctly. So keep
Yeah.
that in mind also, and I would highly recommend it, encourage anybody that's coming to Live the Dream to not go without their VIP tickets, because it's going to be an awesome time. You will regret it. You'll be like, I'm feeling left out. So get your tickets.
Totally.
VIP all the way, baby.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks so much, Frank. You
All right. No,
rock,
thank you.
rock,
You rock
rock.
too.
All right.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much. And guys, get your tickets.
Yeah.
And
I'll
we'll
see you
see you at
guys
Live
at.
the Dream, and do your
I got.
MLS meeting too.
I got a long flight coming. Oh
How
man.
long is yours?
From Germany, it's like altogether, it's like 16 hours of traveling.
Ay. Yeah, mine's like 6.
Oh.
Florida, 7. That's long. That's a long for the United States.
Yeah, it is. 6 hours is long. I got to fly too, and then I got another. I think it's like to Newark, and then from Newark I got to. Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. So.
The
'Cause
price is
yeah, yeah. And like if someone says like I can't get there, it's too far. There's no excuse unless you come from.
You're gonna make so much money because of this event. I mean, this seriously, I look at it as a necessary business expense because I know that I'm gonna walk away from that event and make a lot more money in my business. I mean, it's literally the difference between making 0 to 10K to going to that event and making 250 to $1 million. I mean, that's the hugest. I mean, that's a huge difference, isn't it? It is.
Yeah, it's crazy because, like I said, there's some things you're gonna take home with you that's literally gonna. It's a couple of tweaks that literally gonna change your business and change your outlook on things. And again, you can't describe it. Like I can't.
No,
I
no
can't
words.
really.
Just
Look,
gotta be there. You gotta be there. It's like one of those
gotta
things
be
you
there.
had to be there. All right, guys, we'll let you go.
Awesome.
See you guys next time.
Awesome. You rock.
Bye.
Bye bye.